Alright guys, this is Northern Legionnaire here today, and I'm going to show you something very funny. So I think I've covered scam videos before, and if not, I've still got to upload them, but other way, um, otherwise it doesn't really matter too much. But it's definitely interesting. So I was perusing eBay here, and this guy here is selling some DDR3 RAM that I'm interested in, because I went to CEX in Chesterfield, and I bought this exact RAM, the OCZ Gold 2 GB of 1600 megahertz, I believe it was. Memory. Either way, it doesn't really matter what frequency it is. It's the fact that I just wanted it for the heat spreader, really, and it costed me about 350. I'd say £3.50, right? This guy's wanting pretty much 10%, not 10% more, 100% more. Is that how's that work? No, he wants 10 times the amount basically. So I could spend 10. I could spend, no, I could basically, what I'm trying to say is, I could buy 9 more of these OCC gold memory sticks from, what's it called? From CEX at £3.50 a piece, and he's pretty much wanting that exact same amount of money. And he even offered me for like 25 quid basically, or 30 quid or something stupid like that for this memory. And it's just like, I don't know if he knows what I'm selling, but like, for example, I took a look at this. He wants 50 quid for that, 40 quid, and then 10% pounds for postage, when really this thing wouldn't cost £10 postage. £8 or less, a fiver at the most. Even if it is heavy, still I don't think it would cost £10 postage. And especially when he's offering free postage on this, and he's offering free postage on this, it's funny, the fact that he thinks it's £10 postage. It's not. And I checked, and this goes for about £36 from its basically from its release. This goes for around £36. So this is basically fraudulent, because he's overpricing things. Like, even if this is new other, he's listing this as new other. Like this. No, it's not new. Like, this isn't new. It doesn't even come in its original box. Yeah, unused and unpackaged, but it isn't. It shouldn't go for its new price. That makes no sense. And the fact that you can spend pretty much, that's the exact same amount of money you could probably get for DDR4 memory of 4 gigs or something stupid. But that's besides the point. The fact that he's not only upselling so much this, like, he thinks a H11M gigabyte motherboard is £60. I bought my what's it called? Especially when it's not being sold anymore. I think that's the reason why, is the fact that it's not being sold anymore. Kind of sort of lends itself to the fact that he can overcharge for a lot of things. So yeah, let's just go on with this PC here. So we know he's already getting very fishy with his prices here, but I was just interested to see an £800 PC, especially when I've spec'd up £500, £600 PCs before. I want to see what an £800 pre-owned PC is, because this is £800 pre-owned, and I've spec'd up new PCs which are worth half that, new and used PCs which are worth half that, and have basically beaten that. So let's see what this thing has got in it. So it says read the description for what it's got in here, and as you can see here, apparently it was bought for £1,300. I'm guessing, yeah, and substantial warranty. It's used, like, substantial can mean anything really. Like, I bought a graphics card recently, and it probably has a 5-year warranty on it, and it was bought basically this year. That you could say is a substantial warranty, and I bought it for about £100 less than its retail price, brand new. Or for example, I bought a power supply recently. It's got a 10-year warranty, substantial. 5 years left in that 10-year warranty. That could be called substantial. It's very funny when you say substantial warranty, but you don't tell how much it's got left. It could be months, it could be years, it could be days. Substantial warranty to get a new power supply. It's like, it's got you enough time to boot on your PC, test if everything works, and then replace it. It depends what you mean by substantial. And I wonder if I should get into a discussion with him, or if not, I should just share this just for you guys to possibly avoid this eBay seller here. So it's not your traditional eBay scam, I don't think. Maybe it is. Maybe he's just in a very niche place, but I don't think he's going to get this sold. I've seen people who have sold more reasonable priced items. Like I was looking for a Corsair 100 IV2 AIO water cooler, and that was going for around, I think, 65, 75, maybe even £85 with like £8 postage, and that's pretty reasonable because it goes for about 125 brand new, so it's a fair few quid off, even if it isn't like 65 quid, which is what I would be prepared to pay, roughly 65, 70 quid, because that's how much they were usually going for, and this thing was, I think, 85 quid. So even then, even if it's more overpriced, it was still a reasonable price. You know, it wasn't like near its new price. It wouldn't have made it like 10, 20 pounds or so near its new price, where it would have been just cheaper to go and buy it new for an extra 10 quid, and you would have had the guarantee of a warranty and it being never used and everything like that. Anyway, so we're going to go and break this down. So we'll start off with, obviously I've addressed the substantial warranty. It comes with original boxes, but you're just buying the PC in the first place. It doesn't matter then at that point. Why would you want boxes unless you're replacing things? So he sort of lends himself to the whole, like, what's the point offering the original boxes? Subsequent problem. One of them is you. One of them is your brain. That's a subsequent problem. Please buy with confidence, as I cannot accept either return or a refund. I mean, the way like you have to write all of this, and yet, and then you have to. He's so desperate for money as well. Okay. So let's break this down here. So we'll go with basically what his processor is. It's a Pentium G3528. So it's not even new. It's not even the new Pentiums, which you can get for about, I think, 60 to £100. It's not even something stupid as that, because this, I guarantee, you could put an £800 PC together, brand new, and using the Coffee Lake or Ryzen, but let's say Coffee Lake for example, architecture, Coffee Lake series of Intel chips, and even though it costs quite a bit to get a new graphics card, go onto this newer platform with DDR4 memory, I guarantee any money I could put together a system for about £200 less, 100 to £200 less, which could easily outclass this. And it's just, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. But and this is going to be brand new as well, you know. So he's selling it for 800 quid. It was launched in the second quarter of 2014. That's what it means. It's a dual core. So it's a 2-core, 2-thread CPU, clocked at usually around 3.5 gigahertz, I believe. So yeah, what else? So yeah, 3.2. So I said 3.5. It was just literally right there. And that's his power consumption really. It's 53 watts. You see, he provides nice links. Oh no, he doesn't. I thought he provided nice links, but never mind. Obviously, this stuff means literally nothing. Like, it's just copy pasted. He's got apparently 32 gigs of DDR3 memory. Now, I know for a fact that buying pre-owned, that's between 40 and 60 quid. 60 being the max, and that's if it's got heat spreaders and if it's something like fairly rare. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure 60 quid is a reasonable price for Corsair Platinum memory, or Dominator memory. Corsair Platinum Dominator memory. 60 quid. That's probably the most someone would pay for that. Maybe 65 if they didn't have to pay for shipping. You know? And that's like 2 8 gig sticks, for example. Or that's 16 gigs. So 32, sorry. I was talking about 6, but no one needs 32 gigs of memory anyway. So let's say 16, but Okay, so 32. I'm getting a bit sidetracked. There we go. Okay, so 32 gigs of memory then is about 80 quid. So 100 maybe, 100 quid, depending on if it's like the best kind of DDR3 memory. But at this clock speed, I doubt it. Unless the motherboard is severely restricting the frequency at which the RAM operates at, then I really doubt you can. It's going to be 80 quid for 32 gigs of DDR3 memory at 1333 megahertz. Oh, and yes, it also is using two 16 gig sticks as well. So you can tell it's going to be like a micro ATX motherboard then, which is dirt cheap as well. As for the graphics card, there doesn't appear to be any graphics card in here because he's using Intel HD graphics. What else? Yeah, and obviously the three displays is basically it's going to be HDMI, VGA, and DVI. It's not like a graphics card where it has three display ports or something stupid. Not stupid, but you know, whatever. What else? Yeah, you see, it's very restrictive. It's very restricted on what it actually comes with. Um, apparently it says Z97. Apparently this, or I could be wrong. This might be something else because, huh? Okay, so this is the motherboard then. A Z97 PD3, whatever that is. So this is basically breaking down the chipset. This is not breaking down what's in the actual PC. This is just breaking down what the chipsets can support on this motherboard, which in this case is a Z97 motherboard. This is just breaking it down. This is not saying it's got 32 gigs of memory in it even. It probably has. I'm just saying I doubt it's got 32 gigs of memory in it. And as you can see, it can support up to 2,400, 2,200, 2,133. It can go even up to high as nearly, DDR3 3,000 megahertz memory. Obviously, this is all overclocked, from what it looks like, but it can support up to that. And he's running it at the lowest it can be. It's not even there. So the fact that it's stuck at the lowest means that he's bought the cheapest amount of RAM. He's trying to maximize it by going, hey, you know what? I'm gonna fucking sell it for 800 quid. Unless he's clocked it down, but the thing is, I doubt he has. Now, apparently, graphics card specs, he's included a GTX 1060 3GB, that's about 120 quid from my to 150 quid, but a 1060 3GB. I don't know where he got the price for that. I mean, he doesn't have he doesn't even break down the prices you see here. Like I can't see where he's broken down the prices here, but like even something like that looks to be, yeah, it's better, and it costs 500 quid. Like even something like that, I mean, it's got bids of course, but that's what he's looking to get for it basically. 500 quid and 30 quid postage. This guy here wants 800 quid. It looks like a piece of shit. It's so dusty. It doesn't even matter if it comes with RGB. It doesn't even look like it has a side window because of the case. And then this piece of shit only has one fan. It's just like, and then you take something like this. This is, it just looks far, far better. And you can see here, yeah. So he's got a Ryzen processor in there. Oh no, he hasn't. He's got a Z270 Tomahawk. No, not Ryzen. I'm dumb. But he's got that. He's got a 1 TB hard drive. He's got 8 gigs of memory. He's got a really good processor and a 1060, and it all looks fairly new. Yet, and it comes with obviously a license of Windows 10 as well, possibly. You just look at the difference between these two. This is a really nice, really well constructed thing that doesn't look like there's really any marks on the glass, on the tempered glass on the. I think this is an S340 case, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. It probably says down here. Yeah, S340 Elite. There we go. So it's a pretty decent case, and it comes with quite a few fans as well. And then you go with some of this. Like, it doesn't matter the fact that it has free postage and packaging. It's just, what is this guy's, like, where do you get this stuff from is what I'm trying to say. And then we'll look at this, for example. So yeah, I offered £5 for this. Let's read what his, let's read what he said. No way will I accept £5. That's way below the price of the RAM stick worth. Well, you offering way above it. So, what? Okay, and then I will accept the price on counter offer as goodwill. The fact that he's offering free, I don't give a shit. I couldn't give a shit. The fact that he is offering £23 for that. Do you have to pay for shipping? No, you don't. But yeah, I think when I make my counter offer, I'm gonna show my CEX receipt, and I'm gonna actually send a picture of my RAM module if I can. That'll be entertaining to say the least before he blocks me for having common sense, as I will do that. And as for his PC, I may just link him this thing here, because okay, he's offering £700 if you buy it now, but he's offering a bid of 500 with obviously £30 postage. So even if you pay £750, which is £5 cheaper than this, you're getting a 4-core 8-thread overclocked CPU, and you can get an overclocked motherboard on this, which means you can really push the limits of this. As for gaming potential, it's got a better graphics card, way better case. That's not really in terms of gaming. Yes, okay, you won't be able to overclock the CPU because of that stock heatsink, but it's not particularly expensive to buy like a water cooled Corsair, for example, or NZXT. It's like £100, and factor in like 80 to £100 for this, which is used, you know, factor in the same price difference there. You stick a water cooled thing onto that, and it's just like, why? You know, you spend the exact same amount of money as this onto this. Like the only thing which gives this any sort of weight to it, and not that price, but just weight to it in general, is the graphics card itself, the 1063GB from EVGA. Remove that from the equation, and it's probably worth the same as pretty much any Optiplex PC that you get from your school or from a work environment thing. I've seen people who've tried to sort of scam others on Facebook with a similar PC which had 32 gigs of RAM, and it might even be the same PC. I don't know. I don't think it is though, because I think I saw a different listing for that. But you factor into something like that. That thing didn't have a graphics card, and that was trying to be sold for around £400. The girlfriend was trying to sell it for around £400, and it was, I think, 120 or something that it went down to. And I think the only real thing that gave that any weight was the fact that it had so much RAM in it. Besides that, it had no weight to it whatsoever in that PC that I looked at. But for this one, it's just like, I understand you're desperate for money, okay? I understand there are people out there who made really shit life decisions and are really desperate for money because they're so poor or they're stupid, and they just want to get the, like, you can see from the evidence of this guy's picture is the fact that he's got a cup of hot chocolate here and a mug, and he's technically currently using this PC. His bedroom, if this is his bedroom or wherever it is, doesn't look particularly tidy from this big grill here or whatever that is, and some random wire just drooping from the wall or whatever. So he doesn't look like he's particularly like the best sort of like home, and you know he's the best kind of person who's made the best life decisions by any stretch of the imagination. You know, like he's got a Lotus Renault GT, which I assume is his new car or something he's trying to pay for now. with saying, hey, you buy my computer and I can finally get the dream car that I want, just to fucking show off my huge dick to people because I'm just that much of a cunt. Anyway, I'm not trying to judge people too harshly here. I'm just showing you it makes absolutely no sense. But as for that, yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been putting up videos recently, and yeah, I should be doing that a lot more. But I'm sorry I haven't been doing many videos, and I will talk to you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.